The 2000s was a decade that saw a blend of nostalgia for classic games and the emergence of fresh, innovative titles that captivated families and friends. Board games and puzzles were a popular way to bond, challenge each other, and spend quality time, and many of these games from the 2000s have stood the test of time. Here's a look at the top 10 puzzles and board games that ruled the 2000s. 1. Settlers of Catan, 1995. Although Settlers of Catan debuted in the mid-90s, it reached its peak popularity in the early 2000s. This strategy board game, where players build settlements, roads, and cities, became a global phenomenon. Known for its complex resource management and trading mechanics, Catan's rise to fame helped revive the modern board game industry, setting the stage for many new games to follow. 2. Cranium, 2000. Cranium was one of the most popular party games of the 2000s. It combined a mix of trivia, drawing, acting, and wordplay, making it a perfect choice for family and group play. The game's diversity and challenges appealed to a wide range of players, and it became an instant classic for its humor, creativity, and inclusiveness. 3. Pandemic, 2008. Pandemic quickly gained popularity in the latter part of the 2000s and remains a fan favorite today. This cooperative game challenged players to work together as a team of specialists trying to stop the spread of deadly diseases. The unique aspect of Pandemic is that players don't compete against each other but instead must collaborate, which added a refreshing twist to the traditional board game format. 4. Apples to Apples, 2001. Apples to Apples was the ultimate icebreaker game of the 2000s. Players matched nouns to adjectives in the funniest or most fitting way, with the judge deciding the best combination. The game's light-hearted nature and emphasis on humor made it a hit among family and friends, with the numerous expansions ensuring that the fun didn't run out. 5. Jenga, 1983. Although Jenga was released in the 1980s, it experienced a massive surge in popularity during the 2000s. The game's simple yet nerve-wracking premise of removing wooden blocks from a tower and stacking them without toppling it became a go-to activity in almost every social setting. Its accessibility and easy setup made it perfect for casual get-togethers. 6. Ticket to Ride, 2004. Released in the mid-2000s, Ticket to Ride became a fan favorite almost immediately. Players compete to build train routes across North America, or other maps, in various editions, to complete secret objectives. The game's combination of strategy and luck, along with its simple rules, made it perfect for both casual and experienced gamers. 7. Trivial Pursuit, 2000s edition, 2005. A modern take on the classic Trivial Pursuit, this edition tapped into the 2000s pop culture. Players answered questions about movies, music, sports, and global events from the decade, making it an ideal game for those who wanted to test their knowledge of the recent past. It remained a beloved choice for trivia lovers throughout the decade. 8. Bogle, 2001. Bogle had always been a popular word game, but the 2000s brought a resurgence in its popularity, particularly with the advent of electronic versions. The fast-paced game of creating words from a grid of letters challenged players to think quickly, and its portability made it a favorite for long road trips or family vacations. 9. Scrabble Slam, 2005. In the 2000s, Scrabble Slam introduced a fast-paced twist to the classic Scrabble game. Instead of creating words from scratch, players modified existing words in real time using letter cards. The game was easy to pick up and play, making it an exciting and competitive experience, especially for those who loved word games but needed a quicker version. 10. The Game of Life, Twists and Turns, 2007. The Game of Life has been a beloved board game for generations, but in 2007, The Game of Life, Twists and Turns gave the classic game a 21st century makeover. With new features like careers, life paths, and virtual money cards, this version brought a fresh energy to the traditional life gameplay, reflecting modern lifestyles and financial concepts. The 2000s brought a wealth of creativity and innovation to the board game and puzzle scene. Whether you were solving the complex problems of Pandemic, enjoying a casual round of Apples to Apples, or strategizing in Catan, these games became integral parts of social life and family bonding during the decade. Today, many of these games continue to be played and enjoyed, proving that the 2000s were a golden era for both casual and hardcore gamers alike.